A very good evening to you wherever you are watching us from. This is Dalsan TV English News. My name is Abdulrazak Ali. Let's have a look at some of the top stories that are making headlines. Somalia secures 4.5 billion debt relief deal with international creditors. Somalia and US aid agree to bolster cooperation. Somali National Army Chief inspects construction of military airport in Wargadi, Middle Shabelle region. Galmudug and Jubaland states leaders jointly preside over cabinet meeting in Kismayo. Now let's delve into a full bulletin. The commander of the Somali National Army Chief, Brigadier General Ibrahim Sheikh Muhyiddin, has inspected the construction of military airport in Wardagi, Middle Shabelle region. The commander of the Somali National Army, Brigadier General Ibrahim Sheikh Muhyiddin, has on Monday inspected the construction of the military airport in Wargadi, Middle Shabelle region. During his visit, the Somali National Army Chief assessed the airport's development progress and interacted with the engineers handling the project and urged them to expedite the construction so as to facilitate the mobility of the military. Muhyiddin said the project will go a long way in addressing the logistical challenges facing the Somali National Army as it endeavors to stabilize the country. He added that once the project is completed, it will help the Somali National Army personnel in air transport and bolster the ongoing military operations. He added that once the project is completed, it will help the Somali National Army personnel in air transport and bolster the ongoing military operations against the Al-Shabaab militant group that have borne fruits across the country. His visit to the site highlighted the Somali federal government unwavering commitment to enhancing the capabilities of the military and execution of their duties and their war against the terror. The president of Jubaland states and The presidents of Jubaland and Galmudug states have jointly held the weekly cabinet meeting in Kismayo town. Galmudug and Jubaland states presidents Ahmed Qorqor and Ahmed Madobe have on Thursday jointly chaired the weekly Jubaland cabinet meeting. The meeting in Kismayo town focused on various issues, key being the security and humanitarian situations unfolding in the state. The council also discussed ways of bolstering relief support for flood-ravaged families in the region as the country continues to grapple with the aftermath of El Nino-induced floods that have devastated homes and disrupted livelihoods. The fight against Al-Shabaab militant group that controls large swaths of land in the regional state was also significantly highlighted in the meeting. The visiting Galmudug president used the opportunity to extend gratitude to the Jubaland state residents and the region's government for warm and cordial hospitality he was accorded during his arrival. He underscored his government's unwavering commitment to further advancing partnership with Jubaland state in areas mutually beneficial to both sides. The state leaders eventually congratulated the Somali people and the government for the successful debt relief granted to the Horn of Africa nation by the World Bank and International Monetary Fund (IMF) under the heavily indebted poor countries HIPs. Now, the World Bank and International Monetary Fund announced on Wednesday that Somalia will receive 4.5 billion debt relief deal from its international creditors, which will facilitate economic growth and new projects for the Horn of Africa nation.
World Bank and International Monetary Fund officials announced on Wednesday that Somalia will receive 4.5 billion debt relief deal from its international creditors, which will facilitate economic growth and new projects. The IMF and World Bank report in a joint press release that as a result of Somalia's participation in the program, its external debt will fall from 64% of GDP in 2018 to less than 6% in 2023. Somalia's national debt currently exceeds $5 billion, according to official figures. Somalia's debt relief process has been nearly a decade of cross-governmental efforts spanning 3 political administrations. This is a testament to our national commitment and prioritization of this crucial and enabling agenda, said Somalia's President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud in a statement. The U.S. Treasury stated that it wants to discharge all remaining Somalia's debts and urges Somalia's other bilateral creditors to equally generously and move expeditiously. The agreement is a significant milestone in Somalia's path to continued recovery, meaningful reform to promote greater stability and economic opportunities for the Somali people, according to U.S. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen. The debt relief process, which lasted nearly a decade, has involved 3 administrations and symbolizes a softening of relations with the international community that has regarded Somalia as a serious trouble spot for the past 30 years.
Now that's all we have prepared for you. My name is Abdulrazak Ali. We wish you a lovely evening.